Hey, hello. Hey, hey. The music is by Anita Baker, and it's just in the background. Hey, spiritualist Frida, how you doing? Welcome to the room. Whatever it takes to make you feel good, baby. Whatever it takes to make you feel good, babe. Sometimes you got to get into the mood. You got to get yourself ready. Hey, Red 5, thank you. Welcome to the room. Let me know you're here, y'all. Y'all know what you do. You come in, say something, make a letter, hit a letter on the keypad, or hit the screen to make some hearts. And let's have a good time here tonight on our conversation, on our chat, a conscious, honest, authentic talk by a divinely inspired voice of ascension. People have been asking me how to connect with me, so I just decided to create something. Hey there, Rasta. Listen. I got some music playing in the background that's got me thinking tonight, right, for our conversation. Like, what are we going to talk about? Y'all hear the music in the background? Lenny Williams. What y'all know about that? Oh! See, some of y'all we got to have this conversation about these relationships. Now, spiritually, right now, we're in Leo season. And when you love a Leo, there's a lot of rules and some expectations that got to come on. Yeah, because they love you, but you got to get ready. So I want to talk about tonight in our conscious, honest talk. I want to talk about when the love is there, but it's missing the respect. When they're not really being the best type of man or woman for you. Hey, blessed assurance. I like it. I love you. Oh. See, sometimes we get those partners and we find ourselves engaging in relationships. See, this gonna be a heavy deal. Listen, you have to understand that when you get into a relationship, that the relationship is about you. And we often say, especially those of us that are women, we often say it's our role. We automatically go into our nurture and caregiver role in a relationship without establishing whether or not this relationship is actually an equitable exchange. Men do it too. Men rush in and start saving. Men rush in and start establishing themselves as the man and doing things and expecting a woman to do some things. And they've never even agreed to be in this relationship. And so we find ourselves in a quandary. The reason we're walking through the 7 life structures that I teach at the Azon Life Alchemy Center, because we do solutions for life harmony. Azon Life Alchemy Center, that's what we do. So there are 7 life structures that we all function from that give us harmony and allow us to take a seat in our life. And those 7 life structures are your spirituality, your emotional, mental. It is your optimal physical health. It is the way you can leverage your knowledge, skills, talents, and abilities. It is your financial assurances. It is your finances. And then you also have your relationships on every level of your life. Those are the areas that we need to focus on so we can have the chair. Oh, I didn't even upload the chair because I was going to show y'all the chair. See, when you can take a seat in your life, you can chill, you can relax, you can be at a level where you're not exchanging with low frequency vibration. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to the room. Come on in and sit for a while. Thank you for the hearts. I greatly appreciate it. Go ahead and share it out. It's going to take a minute because people ain't used to me being in this space, but I want to talk about this life structure of relationships. And if your mind went right away to a relationship with a person for eros, to be able to have a dating or a marriage or a situationship, then your mind is limited when it comes to relationships, because your first relationship is how you relate to yourself. And so some of us, when we get into these relationships with other beings, we find ourselves, as I said a couple of nights ago, we find ourselves thinking that we need them to make us whole and complete instead of identifying that we're already whole and complete. Although we may need an upgrade, although there may be some repairs, and although we're not maybe at 100% in every level of our life. All right. But this person is going to come in our life and inspire us to open up more, to add more trust, to add more love, to add more more peace, more harmony, more something. Y'all got it? Y'all make sure y'all keep going. Y'all, we gonna get some folks in here. Just be patient. Don't worry about it. I don't look at numbers. I look at opportunities to share and keep the frequency going. Some of us are coming into the relationships and we don't think about ourselves as the first relationship because we are taught and socialized and conditioned to look outside of ourselves. We're taught to go beyond ourselves to find peace, to find happiness, to find wholeness, to find truth, instead of allowing ourselves to first look at ourselves and apply it to ourselves. So when I had a conversation with someone, you weren't aware of the relationship with yourself. You weren't aware with the relationship with yourself. So therefore, people came in and started dictating, creating your reality for your life, and built up the walls of this relationship. Whether it's your employment, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family members, or your lover. If you don't have a relationship with yourself, anybody's going to create a relationship with you, and it's going to be by their rules and their. But see, we have been conditioned and socialized that we have to what? Play nice, be fair, be congenial, right? We have to be the one that takes the bigger and higher road. It's going to come back to us later. Just be kind, just accept it, just be patient. In my community, it was always the patient. Yes, it's true. I thank you for that feedback, because I like feedback. So now where do we begin to really think about how do we get into this relationship with ourselves? The one being that's with you the most. When people talk about being lonely, it's because they've never spent time with themselves, so they don't even know the person they're with. So they need other people to affirm and to tell them exactly who they are. Therefore, that's why when people say, I'm lonely, I'm lonely. But why are you lonely? I don't have nobody. Loneliness is a choice. That's a state of existence that you have to choose to be a part of. Being alone is a natural state. Even if you're a twin, you're alone in your own heartbeat, your own king upon with other people. Anything you can do for someone else, you should do for yourself. If you like to give out gifts, give some gifts to yourself. If you like to cook for other people, cook for yourself. You like to lay up on people, lay up on yourself. You like to sing and dance, then sing and dance for yourself. Because when you do that, you will raise the frequency within yourself. Those that are new from you, you're running into and you're talking to the chat diva. Conscious, honest, conscious, honest, authentic talks from a divinely inspired voice of ascension. This is not the woe is me conversation. This is not conversations for those who want somebody to jump on board. Some people have asked me about, am I going to be doing spiritual gifts? I'm going to repeat it again. I have not heard from my place of spiritual enlightenment to use my gifts on TikTok. If you want to, on the back is the number, is scrolling. Write that number down and type in the word connect. Text me the word connect, and I will send you the link to let you book for a reading or, a healing session or a work session, right? I will do that. But in this format, I'm only using my voice as a vibrational frequency to shift, correct, add, and modify what needs to be done. And that's what I'm saying. You can't get into a conversation with people that's always about taking, right? So you just come out of a relationship, you just get out of a situationship, you just get out of a job, and you find yourself wondering why the same thing keeps happening over and over again, because you're stuck in a pattern. You're stuck in a pattern, like a procedural pattern, like how you do the same thing over and over again. Like you wake up, you get out the bed, put your feet on the floor, you walk to the bathroom. What do you do? Can you explain? So I'm a spiritualist. I am a holistic life harmony alchemist. I am a coach. I'm a mentor. I'm a purveyor of life. I show you how to have an exponential existence, a life of expansion. Like I said, I provide solutions for your life, to have harmony, not just a disjuncted puzzle piece that you fixed. but I make the whole puzzle look like brand new. Absolutely, positively, so it is. Google me. Look up Sister Efua. Look up Marrian Sista Efua. You'll find me. Look up my company's name. You'll find me. Right? This is who I am. Yes, I have many gifts. Like somebody's in the room right now that has a spiritual gift. So an alchemist is someone who is able to take different elements or different components, and it's about transformation. You can transform things mentally, you can transform things physically, you can transform things spiritually. So an alchemist, right? The old school way they talk about alchemy is like turning lead into gold, right? It's a transformation process. There are different processes that have to be in place by taking certain elements under certain conditions and creating something new. So that's what I do. And I'm happy that I can do that. I'm a healer. That's who I am. I'll do it. Right? So I do retreats for women and men to help them do that. I do healing sessions with them, with people. Yeah. Different modalities. Different modality. I'm clairvoyant, clairescent. I'm intellectual. Sometimes I don't even know where this stuff comes from, but that's who I am. Okay. Yeah. So I can feel that when people that have a gift come into my space, there's a certain thing that happens in me that lets me know that someone is here that has a spiritual gift. Sometimes I don't even know. Yes. Now, you taking that, yes, of course, definitely. Definitely text me and I'll get back to you and send you a link so we can connect. Yeah. So, when you say you're a healer, I just went through this at the retreat, right? We're great at, I always say, if you're a healer, a star child, indigo child, a witch, a alchemist, Ephah, priest, high priestess, goddess, whatever your name is, right? Come. If you feel that calling and the vibrational frequency of my voice, let's go. And then we're going to dive deep. And every time I do the retreat, people always come back. Like I said, look up the Inner Healer Retreat. hmm I know. I could tell when people come in my space. That's why I say, if you say you're a healer, you got to know that you're a healer. And you got to protect yourself and go forward as a healer in every environment. And it doesn't mean you're not going to be human. That's why I said on every level of your life. I remember I went through the 7 life structures that we all have to experience, right? The healing is going to occur. You're going to use all of that to have healing, but you're still going to have physical realm things you got to deal with. You still got to pay your bills. You're still going to have arguments. You're still going to have breakups. You're still going to, stub your toe. You might drop the plate or spill some water. And that's why I'm saying it's important for us. Every lesson learned. Oh, re-acknowledge him. Hey, still sound good after all these years. Then call us by our names. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just same. Sail on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on. It still sound good after all these years, y'all. That song still get me. All right. So yeah, correct. That's what we gotta do. We gotta raise ourselves. So when we're talking about having conversations, we have to build a community that supports you, right? Because if you're a healer and nobody else around you is a healer, you're gonna get drained. You're gonna get jilted. You're gonna feel like this is not what you want to do. You don't want to have it. And not only are you a healer, you're also going to begin to develop other things, because once you get trusted with that ability to know how to utilize things. 360 is my angel number. I've been seeing a month straight. 360, 360. Right. Do the math. Do the math. See, like I got a code. I got a code when I was doing my retreat. We were at ministry. Rape. Rape is a herbal. Rape is a rape or rape, which however you want to say it, is an herbal um, tobacco mix, and then you insert it, you put it into the nose, and it allows you to release some things and receive some things. It kind of gives you like a light little trip to allow you to kind of experience relaxation through your body and allow you to remove some elements and different things. And so, you know, when I was in that process, I got a number. It was three. It was just like you, a 3 digit. Hmm. And it gave me a strength and a power, and I understand it. So I'm saying research what those numbers are and align them to your life, because 360 is a complete circle. And I just talked to you about community. 3 points, 3 multiplied twice or doubled is 6. I'm just saying 36-degree angle is an acute angle, which also the same. Oh, don't get me started, girl. I'll break it down into the science. And sometimes I don't even understand how I did it. Okay, in my back, in my back, in my back. What is happening? Hang on one second. Let me just, what is going on? What is going on? In my back, in my back. I saw it stop and I tried to pause long enough for it to honor me to repeat what I said. So you go back and do the numbers. 3 is double. Doubled is 6. 360 degrees make a circle. If you take a 36-degree angle, you can use that to draw a complete circle. So see, everything is mathematics. And for me, exponents are my thing. Exponential. I was given an ideal about exponents. That's why I say when you get in a relationship, you got to know who you are and what your role is and what the purpose of that relationship is. Too many people are just connecting because it sounds good. You get what I'm saying? So you have to be willing on a daily basis to dedicate time to hear who you are and how they can be gifted to other people. What is happening with this page? My page isn't freezing. It told me it's stable right now on my side. Maybe it's your side, babe. Maybe it's on y'all side, maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see. Is that why my numbers are going down? Let's hang on. Hang on. I'll be right back. It's coming down. All right. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening because it's showing me. But you know what I cannot do? I cannot enlarge my screen. Maybe because I have the thing on, so it won't let me do it. But that's okay. The agnostic preacher. Welcome to the room, agnostic preacher. What you got for me? What you got for me? I'm just loading slow. I think it's because this conversation. Oh, absolutely. Oh, I tell people that all the time. The vibrational frequency of me does not allow a lot of people to stay in this room. It is not designed for everybody. It is not. Even when I'm doing my spiritual gifts on my particular page, and you'll learn more about it once you follow me. I send you the link. You can go figure it out. If you want to follow up, you want to do anything. I have a monthly subscription plan that I do with people. Is very well much worth it for you to be a part of the monthly subscription, because the monthly subscription gives you an opportunity to have access to me, unlike other people. Maybe I'm going to stop this background. Maybe the background is the issue. Let me see. Y'all hang in there. Don't go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. No, it's not letting me. Okay. Yeah, it's not. I just went to the real-time performance. It didn't say anything. So again, I'm thinking that possibly what it is that it's taking up some space. And it's okay. We'll get through it. And it is protected. Thank you. That's better. Whatever I just did got better. Thank you, been mocked. You have to find out, right? So the base session starts at $50. The base. For now. For this first week of the month, it's at $50 because I'm celebrating my sister that transitioned. So her month is August. So during her birthday month, I take my prices all the way down. And so this month, you can participate and spend some time talking, chatting with me outside of this platform for as little as $50 or as much as $300. It depends on what you want to do. Additionally, If you want to join the subscription is $60 a month. And you get a lot in that, right? Because I come live, not in here, but in a private place where we can interact. I work on you personally. I also help you develop your gifts and learn how to turn it into a business, because that's what a lot of people do. A lot of us are on here, people on here, they're getting paid, but they're not setting up a real business. They got a web page, they got a link tree, whatever, but they're not really doing a business. Like I have a real business. Like I do retreats, I do workshops, I do conferences, I travel the world. I do what I have to do, and I teach people. I sell products. Like I have a real life of this, right? People hire me, and like I'm going someplace in a couple of weeks. Somebody asked me to come there, right, to take care of them and their family. So that's what I'm going to do. So we talk about all that. So you get the Friday night session. That's when we talk about your business, talk about the spiritual things you need to know on how to manage your gift, how to manage yourself, how to build community, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then on Sundays, we have what's called the solution sessions, which actually looks at you as an individual. And I begin to work on your personal alchemy code. And we start talking about your sacred script and breaking down some of those things that are barriers. We all have them. No one is without anything that has to be improved. Please remember that. There is nothing or no one that is absolved from any type of strife or childhood trauma or recent issues that prevent them from being the wholeness that they really are. And then you get an opportunity to, yeah, I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. And I'm telling you, and the thing of it is that I try to avoid going in the home if I pick it up that I should be in the home. Because some homes you can't really go in. Sometimes you have to go into a space in order to clear the space to finish working with the people. But yeah, that's a whole nother level of price scale. Okay. That's a whole nother level of price scale to get me to come to another town or another city or another country, which I'm going to be going out the country in a couple of months. So yeah, it's a lot, y'all. We have to work on the development of who we are. And that's why I said the relationship you have with yourself supersedes any other relationship you could have. So once you identify yourself, so I said, once you identify yourself, you say, I am a healer and my purpose is to go and take care and heal people. But you got to have a community. You got to have a community that can support you, that can pour into you, that you can call and say, hey, listen, I saw this, I saw that, or I experienced this, that, and the other, or hey, I'm feeling weak. When I did my retreat, I always have 3 extra practitioners, but I also know that within my retreat that somebody's going to receive the revelation and of their gifts, right? And so every time there are people whose gifts are revealed, really the whole place reveals, because of the way that my process is set up at my retreats for women and for men, right? Because we're breaking free and we're getting rid of all the junk. And you actually have a time to be alone with yourself and hear what's on your sacred script. And we do different rituals. And that's why I'm telling you, you have to have a community that has integrity. Not a community that's going to try to pimp you out. Not a community that's going to try to micromanage you and tell you that your gifts only. No, listen, I was in a place with a friend and just going to support her. And both times it was like boom, boom, boom. I was like, wait, what? I can do that? I know how to do, but I should have known that, right? But because there was a part of me that never thought of that. But I'm always aware of stuff and able to. So just as how it goes, my love. So yes, you're a healer. You got to know, are you a healer that uses herbs? Do you have healing hands? Do you have healing feet? I'm assuming I can feel that my hands are on fire. So I can assume that you have some healing hands. I'll also get some taste in my mouth, which means you probably work with some type of herbs and tinctures and stuff like that. Something you do with the natural things that we have. Yep. 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 I can pick it up. I can see who you are. And so, if that's who you want to be, then start building a relationship. Start trusting who you are, not from a place of ego, but from a place of peace. See, trust who you are from a place of peace, not ego, from a place of love, and that goes for anybody who wants to do anything and have anything. Sometimes people come to me and they say, "Well, why me and my person not working? Can you find out why?" Right? I don't do crazy stuff. I don't force nobody to do anything. It should. Yeah, I can feel it. Mm-hmm. Because that's who we are. So don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. Just take some calming breaths and remind yourself, I am where I am. This is a good place for me. I'm calm. I'm good. Hmm. That's who we are. And that's part of being in relationship with yourself. If you're in relationship with yourself, you know what those different things are. Like I said, I know that when somebody is in a space that has a gift, yeah, I know when some, and let me tell you something else. You got to charge. You're gonna have to charge. You got a kind heart. It feels like you came out of some type of right. Mm, mm, mm. See, people don't want to have these conversations because they feel like. But when you are in this space and I attach to you, you have no choice. We're going to reveal things to each other because there's no competition, there's no worry. And this is my house, and you're here. And so if you heard my voice and you came to my house, I'm going to be alerted who you are. Like the other person in here is coping with managing their thoughts and their ideas around other people that are around them on a regular basis. And that's okay. We all come in for different reasons. What attracted you to my room is not the reason why you're here, not the purpose for you being here. Hmm. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. We chatting up today about having relationships with yourself, identifying your gifts, your talents, your abilities. We having some conscious, honest, authentic talks from a divinely inspired voice of ascension. Welcome, Joy Factor Mama. Yeah, so let's have some conversations. Let's think about what that looks like. What does that look like when you actually have a relationship with yourself, and how is that going to prevent you? Yeah, but people are going to want. But you have to be open to know who should and should not get it. Like right now, I know there's something that I should say, but I'm not allowed to say it because I haven't been given permission to use that gift on this platform. I can see and hear things. I'm seeing and hearing things, right? So when you comes to helping, you enjoy helping people, but there are so many things, right? So when you comes to helping, you enjoy helping people, but there are so many that want assistance. You have to decide a low frequency. So when we're here, you have to understand, see, and that's the thing that people don't understand. If you have a relationship with you, you'll go inside yourself and you'll be like, why do I feel like I'm obligated? Why do I feel like I'm obligated to do all these things for all these people, like that they're all my responsibility? Because there's a little bit of you that needs to have that affirmation of knowing that you have done that, and you believe there's some level of advancement or some level of accolades that you need to acquire, but you do great things. Hmm. I learned to keep it. Okay, so you said exactly self-control within your gift. I learned to keep it to myself and apply for school to flex my gifts. Yeah, a lot of us. Yeah, I'm a counselor. I'm a life coach. That's what we do. I'm a speaker. I'm a trainer. I was an educator initially. I knew I was going to do that. But that was just for me to get used to being in front of audiences, getting used to knowing how to take information and decipher it, how to pull history, science, astrology, all those things into one. Yeah. There's no there's no need. Eventually your body will heal itself and you can allow yourself to go. Welcome to the room, Patricia. Welcome. You know. So this is what we're working on. This is what we're dealing with. This is how you build a relationship. But you never have to fear retaliation because anybody that comes in your space that is uncomfortable, you were meant to make them uncomfortable. I'm going to say that again. When people come in your space and they say you make me uncomfortable because you do this, this, or the way that you are, the way you think makes me feel uncomfortable, that's on them. That's not on you. Are you being authentic? If you're not being vindictive, then you live your life. Hmm? You can live your life. You can, because you got a relationship with yourself and you know that you are full of integrity. I was doing my in my subscription group, in my private subscription group that I told y'all about earlier. Welcome to the room. Chat Diva is here. I'm sharing out today about how to have a relationship with yourself, as well as we're talking about people who have spiritual gifts. You know? So I was talking to a girl. She came to my retreat. Another person that came to the retreat. They're friends, they're family. And as a result, they had an incident where they got into it when they went on a vacation together. And so they were talking to us in the group, because that's what you do. You bring things, you bring conflicts to the group. You don't go outside the group. If you can't decide on your own, you want to come to a place where people can support you. Okay. So they were talking, and then the one of them decided they were going to throw a bow. Whoa, and she was drinking. She was drunk. And so I right away deleted the comment, and I addressed her. And I said, you are coming from a wounded place, because you felt the need to throw that out there as if that dispels or that dismisses the incident itself. And if we are going to move ourselves as seers, healers, goddesses, right? Light workers, seers, doers, manifestors, alchemists, whatever term if you're going to be that, you cannot go to a vindictive, low vibrational place, because we're no longer there. You can't jump back to the emotional realm when we're supposed to be functioning in the spiritual realm and the divine realm. See, that's the pettiness I told y'all about. You got to know who you are. You got to know who you are. Even right now, I'm burning things. Even right now, I am spiritually doing things to make sure that whoever comes in this room that's not supposed to be in this room don't come in this room while we having this conversation. When you get better control of your gifts with an S, you will be able to go in there. Yes, grocery stores are difficult. Crowded places are difficult because if you don't have control of the gift. I've been in clubs and had to walk up to people and do mediumships and be like, hey, do you know this person is here? Sorry, I'm just want to tell you something. Do you know this? And they like, oh, sure. You know, you took my highway. Well, I can't help it because they told me to tell you something. But you have control over it. And you'll know when and where to do it. You understand that the gifts that we have are not tricks. They're not snake and mirror. They're not smoke and mirrors. They're not snake oil. Right? For me, I take it very personal because it also includes my cultural awareness. It connects me to my ancestors. It connects me to my grandmother, to my great grandmother, to my great aunt. It connects me to people I never even met, but that I see and I can feel and I experience their voices, their tongues, their languages. It takes me to places, and when and I go to a place, another country, and I'm like, I've been there before. Or a conversation is occurring. So when you get more aware of who you are, then you can do it. Hey, love, welcome. That's when it begins to shine. That's when it begins to be a presence for you and for other people around you. Welcome to the space. Make sure that you are coming in saying something. Say, hey, throw me a heart, type a letter on the screen, whatever you need to do in order for you to experience the best part of this moment. You're talking to the Chat Diva, conscious, honest, authentic talks from a divinely inspired voice of ascension. Right? Being comfortable in who you are and what you're doing. Why is it important? Why is it important? Some people are not going to come because my vibration is very high. And it does scare a lot of people. And I'm not a person who just give my stuff away, because I understand the value behind it. It's about reciprocity. That's why I told you that you're going to have to start charging. You're going to have to charge. You have to get your money right. You got to get your money right. Right? I don't do cards. Everything that comes from me is from my spiritual DNA. Can I use them? Sure. Do I think they're cute? Yeah, I saw some lady reading cards. I was scrolling through TikTok. I saw some lady with a deck. I said, "Oh, I think I kind of want that." It was a bunch of little, and then I found out it's called the hip hop deck, right? The hip hop deck. And then did a little research. Then I saw somebody else had one. It was called the African something something legacy something. Certain things grab my attention. Everybody doesn't need a tool, so don't go run and grab a tool. Hey, Drea, nice to meet you as well, Lovey. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the room. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it is. I mean, I'm drawn to stone to crystals. I like raw stones and crystals. I don't really like those polished ones. I like the raw energy directly from the cut. I like it. If I'm gonna smooth it out, it's gonna get smoothed out because I'm using it and I'm wearing it, and it's being worn down by the natural spiritual erosion that needs to happen. Good evening and welcome. So this is what I'm talking about, right? This is my very first uh stone that I came across, crystal, right? And I always get the name wrong to this day. Lepoid, Lepol, Leopold, or something like that. But it's for people who have spiritual gifts, who are intuitive, right? The third eye. When I saw it, it just draw my attention. So then I understood once I went to the place. Lady told me, I said, oh, well, I can tell. So that this was my first stone years ago, and I still have it. Over 20 years now, 20, 25 years when I first came out. You can read whatever, listen, every letter, every word, every piece of matter has energy. As an alchemist, I know that. As an alchemist, you can take a rock and you can transmute the English. And if you talk about that word you just dropped, the witchcraft word, what does that have to do with anything? That's just a label that somebody used to describe the experience that they had, right? So I don't even get into that word. I just say it's only one. So that's why I say if you know yourself, it doesn't matter what labels people ascribe to you or that they tell you or that they share with you, because you'll get to the place where you know you. That's why when you get in a love relationship, if you know who you are, you don't have to be a shapeshifter for every relationship. hmm That's what I'm saying. Did you hear what I said? The relationship with your family shouldn't disrupt the relationship you have with yourself, because they're just our handlers. That's why you can come into a space like this and we can build community and we can have conversations and be very authentic, because one, we're comfortable with who we are, and two, we're building a relationship. This is a community relationship. Absolutely, positively, so it is. One breath, one sun, one moon. All the water is the same water. It just recycles itself. All the air recycles itself. So what is a challenge? What is a challenge? No challenge. That's why I began tonight saying that you have to know exactly who you are and be willing to stand on that. And I'm placing now in your ear gates to let you hear. And I hear somebody's ear portals opening, that your family, if you look at your family as your handler, you'll stop being so emotional and you'll move up the planes and come up here to your archetype and start causing things to happen that need to happen and manifesting. And then you move up to the spiritual realm and start co-creating and constructing a reality that you need to have for yourself and for those around you. But as long as you keep saying that you have these particular ties to people because of time, because of experience, because of location, because of supposed blood connection, you're not going to be able to step into your true calling, your true reality, and whatever that is. And it may not be that you're going to be some type of spiritual person. All of us are spiritual people, first and foremost. But you may not be able to outwardly express that and share with others, but you may be a different type of purpose, because you are. You have an assignment from the. There's no such thing as a coincidence. It just is what it is. It's the vibrational frequency and the manifestation of that which you've already been, because we all begin and end in the same way. I have a saying. If you go through my videos, I'm not sure how far back it goes, but I have a thing that says blood is thicker than water, but blood can't flow unless there's water. So you think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. And nor can you survive without water. You only can go so long. You can go longer without food than you can water. I'm just saying. So you worrying about blood when water is the real core necessity that we need. Water are the people like you and I that's in this room. And then your families, in your extended family, your sister girls, your homies, your bros, the people that are strangers. Technically they're strangers, but when you meet, you feel a kindred connection. You see? Because it's not about the thing that's flowing through your human physicality. It's about the essence that it is within you. The innate information awaiting manifestation is going to connect with my innate information awaiting manifestation. I'm just saying, at some point we have to be willing to step outside of these limitations and these thank you for the share, these limitations. We have to deny ourselves from being boxed in and shackled down to labels and titles that don't serve our unique design purpose. That's why you have to have a relationship with yourself before you do anything. If you ever listen to people who are multi-billionaires or geniuses, the first thing they always talk about in their backstory is that they were seen as different, that they were adamant about not getting involved in things that didn't bother them. Because it wasn't, they realized they had an assignment. So if you're part, thank you for sharing the live. If you're part of this assignment, if you have an assignment, you have a job to do, why are you getting distracted on the emotional plane to find because somebody don't like what you're doing? Why? Okay, so there's a physical plane, there's a vital physical plane, there's the emotional plane. I'm just saying, like, we got all these different planes to get up to the divine and the spiritual plane. These are the things I teach people. This is why I say this conversation is not for everyone, because everyone is not going to receive this because they like being stuck. They want everything outside of them to affirm them instead of stopping and having a relationship with self and affirming yourself. At some point, we have to accept this knowing. We have to create a space within ourselves, within our own lives, that allow us to live and breathe. Does that make sense? Does that flow with you? If it does, give me some hearts or what they call hearts. Tap the screen. That's what I'm supposed to say. Tap the screen. I'm still new at this live stuff, so work with me. Here on TikTok, you're supposed to tap the screen if you like me. I was saying, like and share, but that's for another platform, right? You know, that's what it's about. The energy that you put out. See, that's another thing too, right? People say, "Oh, well, nobody celebrates me. Nobody participates in my thing. Nobody accepts me for who I am." It's because you sneaking and doing it. You're not walking in it. You're not walking in your true. Did you hear me when you came in the room? What did I say? I said, "I am the chat diva. I am a holistic, harmonic life alchemist. I am a healer. Conscious, honest thoughts by a divinely inspired voice of ascension." That's who I am. I'm a spiritualist. You don't have to like it or agree with it. That's just who I am. Oh, people, what does that symbol mean? Why you got that symbol? Are you a Mason? Don't worry about it. If you don't know, you're not supposed to know. Or you pay and come to one of my events and I break it down for you and you have that opportunity. Or you pay for a service and I break it down for you. But I'm not here to entertain your willy-nilly thoughts. I got work to do. Buy my book. I'm just saying. Stand in the relationship with who you are. If you are architect, if you are architect, then be an architect. If you believe you should be a doctor, then be a doctor. If you believe you're supposed to be a street sweeper, be a street sweeper. And accept it, own it, and do not let anyone fray you from how you believe in having a relationship with yourself. What do you like? What do you like to do? Do you like to read? Do you like to hear it read to you, like through a book reading program? Do you like the water? Do you like to sit by the dirt? Do you want to fly or drive a car or take a train? Do you like wine or do you want tequila? Do you want to twerk a little bit when you dance or do you just want to grind? You have to know who you are so that when people come into your life, you're not shape shifting and adjusting for them. They are having to accommodate you, and this is my house. So when you come in the room, I'm telling you, hey, come in the room, say hello, say something, tap the screen. Let me see some hearts. Let me see some hearts, right? Let me understand that you're here with me because I don't want you to think you're invisible. You're connected to me. So I need to feel you in order to feel me to be able to create and be. This is not a happenstance. That's it. Thank you for sharing, y'all. Let's raise the consciousness. Let's raise the frequency, not only in vibrational frequency, but in the number of times that we are elevating ourselves and presenting ourselves as our true authentic selves. Not what we have shaped ourselves to be based upon and in reaction to the constraints of our family, our friends, society, the religious community, the ethnic community. Seriously? I can remember when I was on my journey as a young person, a little younger than what I am right now. I was on my journey, and I remember one time um, this bishop came up to me and he said to me, he said, "You know what? I really feel that you should be doing XYZ, but I'm scared for you to do that because I think people need to just hear this part of you." But what he was really saying is what I had gotten a vision about was that he was trying to suppress my presence because he saw who I was. You see? So he wanted to control that, to manipulate that for his benefit. But when it was time for me to be who I had to be, it made him uncomfortable. What are you hiding? What are you denying of yourself? Sister talked about her family, throwing labels at her. What are you experiencing? What thoughts, paradigms are putting chains on you, holding you hostage, denying you your freedom to be who you're supposed to be? I can tell you a story that when I was a teenager, my friend's grandmother transitioned and she was crying again. I said, "Well, I don't know. I thought everybody had this." I was like, "Hey, your grandmother right here." She told me to tell you to stop crying, that she was there. She heard what you said. And she went home and told her mother. Her mother told her she can't be my friend no more because I'm a witch. Okay. That was the first time I ever really realized that being authentic had a cost. But I can tell you this, the more authentic you are, the less issues you have with yourself. Let that rest for a little bit. That's heavy. A relationship with yourself will springboard you further and closer to you than anything I could ever bring out from the spirit realm. Because all I'm doing is giving you what you did not want to accept when it was given to you directly. So those of us that are gifted, we are hearing it and we're seeing it and we're feeling it and we're saying, hey, listen, blah, 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 blah. You go, oh my gosh, I knew it. Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking, because it's already come to you. But because we're not able to be truly authentic, and be in our flow, our innate flow and existence, we deny it because it might be a bad thing. It might be the W word that they wrote earlier. It might be the E word that they throw around. It might be the S word. Y'all figure it out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You might be selfish. You might be evil. You might be willy-nilly, uncommitted, all over the place, not trustworthy. You might be seen as a liar. You might be viewed as confused. Y'all still with me? If y'all still with me, let me know, because I can't. I don't know if my computer screen. I just see people, but I haven't seen any activity. So if you're here, please, can somebody hit the heart button for me for a little bit? Let me know that I'm still live. Because I tear up technology. I tear up tech. That's why I wear no watches or nothing. Right? I just wear natural stones and things like that. Thank y'all. Because I was getting nervous. I was like, did I blow the internet? Did I blow the phone out? Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Because I was going, what? Y'all got quiet. Hey, hey, Simeon. B Mock. Is that how I say your name? Where's everybody from? Do y'all mind sharing where y'all from? What state y'all from? For me, real quick. I've been stripped. Yeah, yeah, girl. I'm telling you. Listen, I went back home a couple of years to my hometown. Um, and when I went back to my hometown, people were like, they were so shocked that I didn't have on like all my bling bling. You know what I mean? My bling bling. Yeah, I did repeat a couple of things because I saw my sign say that I was not working. Mm-hmm. Hey, users, 77777. Tony, right? That's the that's the energy that we want to have. Alexandra. Oh, Louisiana. All right, girlfriend. All right. Philly. Oh, Philly in the house. If my voice is echoing, I'm not sure why. Maybe it's something on your side. I'm not certain. I have high energy. That's why I'm trying to get some of it. I can feel it. I can feel my energy. My face is turning a little red. So, yeah, imagine, I'm telling you, I didn't get darker until I started living back in on the continent as a girl. My daddy took me home and was like, "Okay, let's go play. Go play." I came back. I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" My hair didn't change, but the melanation did. Okay. I want to thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate y'all for being here. If you don't know, you can follow me. You can text me. Connect. Text the word connect to 480-269-1038. 480-269. It's a text number. No, you won't get me. So if you call it, it's going to go, the person that you've reached is unavailable at this time. Please text now. Girl, you might be. I'm telling you, don't play. Don't play. Sometimes, what is going on? What the hell is going on? So that happens sometimes, but it's probably the technology. So that's why I'm calming down. I'm calming down. I'm going to drink a little water. I'm going to drink a little water and calm down. So build a relationship with yourself. Build a relationship with yourself. Find out who you are. And let me share something else with y'all. Go back into your genealogy as far as you can go. So my son and I had to, I love, let me just tell you, for the record, I love and like my children. I love and like my children. I love them because I have realized what love is, and I realized at a couple of years ago, maybe like 20 years ago, I realized I really love my children. That might sound harsh to some of y'all, but there was a point in my life when I was like, well, do I really love these children enough to be raising them? Like seriously, are they like really like I did my part, but now I gotta love them and have them. But then I realized, right? My youngest came and she nestled up under me, and then my other one ended up coming in, and I felt the vibrational frequency of that pure unconditional love, y'all. And I said, of course I love my children. Of course they are my gifts. Of course I would be the one to have these beautiful, beautiful souls, and I like them. And they're like my little clique. So my eldest son came through. No, I'm not. Well, I'm the only born, technically. I'm the only child, technically, but my mother and father were married prior to getting together, so I have older siblings and one younger sibling. hmm But my mother and father only had one child, and that's me. So I guess I'm the first, the last, the middle, and all. I'm all of that. Yeah. So yeah, my eldest son, which is my second born, he and I were talking yesterday about why women that are why are women nowadays, why do they seem to be so angry and so aggressive, right? And we talked about that, and I explained to him what I explained to women when they come to my retreat. They're out of harmony with their masculine and feminine energy. We created the universe. We, male and female. In any genealogy of a creation story, there's always a masculine and feminine present. But because of the experiences, sometimes women have to stand up and take charge, and they forget to have that creative side, that softer nurturer side, that moon side, to come out the way it's supposed to come out. And that's why a lot of women have challenges with their menstrual cycles and fertility, things like that. Gallstones, breast cancer, those some of those things are rooted in the levels of stress and discord and the lack of trust and the lack of support that we have. For the men, when the men are hyper masculine, they're not same thing. They're not able to tap into the softer side because that vulnerability could make them weak, and they're already a warrior. And warriors can't afford to Yeah. And warriors can't afford to be vulnerable at the wrong time, because someone could come in. See how this is instinctually. That's why I say, you want to talk to me? Follow up. Come on. I know who I am. I know what I do. I know what I've been told. And I follow instructions very well. So I have a men's retreat that I'm going to be doing this September. September 15th, 16th, and 7th, the third weekend of September, I'm going to be doing a retreat for men, and it's called the Warrior Restoration Retreat. And I got three powerful brothers that come in and they talk about everything y'all talk about, and that I come in as a feminine energy. Ha! I felt that shit. Like I'm telling you, I know. I know. Listen, it is so into me. I feel the energy of what's going to happen with these brothers when they come. Every time we have a retreat, I'm always like, whoa, I got this honor. I have this honor. Like I'm trusted with this. So if you want to know, again, just text me anything you want to text me. Once the thing texts you back and say, we've got your message. And then it'll say, how can we support? How can we support? And then you say, I want about the retreat. I want to have a consult. I want to, have a one-to-one. And then it'll send you back the link, and you can go and you can find out more. hmm Let me see what the sister said. Okay, God told me. Oh, I know I'm gonna hear from you again. I ain't worried about that. We're gonna be together. Yeah, we're gonna work this out. I have no problem. I'm honored that you heard that. I'm honored. My ears were ringing, so something was being said. I just wasn't sure from who. Because as I said, I'm not allowed to get into a lot of stuff. But yeah, like you to understand that. To understand, because now once you understand that you have a masculine and feminine. So I'm doing my genealogy. I'm talking to my son. We go through this process. And then I went on to say, my son said, he was asking about being married again. He's asking about being married, right? And I said, boy, don't be worried about your mama. He said, Mom, but I just want you to, I just want you to stay, with the right man, the right masculine, the right power, because woo woo. And my youngest son said, yeah, she just being selfish. Mama being selfish. She want to die alone, that kind of a stuff. And, but I said all that to say that when I was doing my genealogy for my paternal side of my family, I realized that culturally there was obviously some multiple wives, right, that went on. But I also realized that even after that cultural part, being here in the States, that my family is good at saying, hey, you here for a purpose. When you no longer can fit the purpose and the vision and the goal, we're going to divorce. We out of here. Like, you're not going to be lingering around disrupting stuff. So I realized that my grandfather was married 5 times. And back in the day, they put down why you got divorced, right? One time he said, irreconciling differences. One time he put down on the paper, not not a real wife, not a wife material. You know, they put down all kind of stuff. But so that made me realize that maybe I have to work on my generational relationships with myself. And I need to heal the marriages and the families, the things that's in our families. Because a lot of my cousins are starting to do that. Sure, I had a husband for over 20 something years who's the father of my children, right? And I was telling them, I was like, listen, at some point, peace and blessings be upon his soul, right? And I was telling them that we may need to heal some things so that our family can understand that instead of having multiple marriages, we need to do a different process before we get married to make sure we are choosing and adhering to the right person who has the right purpose. Some people, because they have a man part or a woman part, are not designed to be your mate, but they are designed to get your attention so that you can hear what you need to hear to fulfill your purpose. Y'all laughing at me. Y'all know I just tell the truth. I'm very real. Okay. My children, I can talk like that. We real. But I realized my grandfather, I was like, oh shit. He was like, what's this about? What's this about? And it said that you need to heal your family and relationships. You need to heal your family and relationships. That's it. My mother and father had been married, I think, twice before they got with each other. My mother had been married once. My mother had been married once. My father had been married twice before he married my mother, and they had me. So shoot, what you want me to say? I'm just saying, dang on it. What you want me to say? We got to heal some things because relationships are very important. Relationships are energy. Relationships is your heart. If you're not handling your relationships properly, you're gonna have some stress. You're gonna have. I'm telling. Oh, again, follow me. I can't tell it all. Follow me. I can't tell it all right here. That's why I said I do soul solutions. The soul on a soul level. SOL means you want to do it by yourself. See, we gotta be careful. That's why I said every letter, every number that comes your way. Hey, Joe, has reverence to your life. It's relevant. It is relevant. It is purposed. Just like I was telling you, some people are never going to hear the vibration of my voice, and some people will hear it and run because they don't want the accountability. Because this is not an easy position to be in, to know how to have a conscious, move yourself from everything happening to you and accepting it, to realizing that you can say stop. You come in, you don't. You come in, you don't. Yes, no, let me create. Okay, let me create this. Let me put a feeling behind. Like, you're designing, you're co-creating, right? And you're elevating, elevating, elevating. Again, not because you're better than anyone else, because you have accepted who you are. That's the point I'm trying to make. Hey, do a little something. Hey, do a little something, something. Yeah. I had a little flashback moment. Y'all see me bite my lip. I wanna rock with you. I wanna rock with you, baby. Yeah. So anyway, so that's it. That's just it. We're all multi-talented. We're all multi-gifted. It all begins with you learning who you are. And learning who you are requires you to do some research. It requires you to be alone sometimes. Sometimes when we're getting these sexual urges, when we're alone and we're longing for people, it's because we haven't released the person who gave us that last feeling. Oh, I'm hypersexual. No, you're not. But spirit will make you sexual. You do feel like when spirits are high, you will feel that. How do you know the difference? Get to know you. Do a little something, something. Hey, come up and do a little something, something. And sometimes that something, something is not going to grab somebody else. The something, something is about you going deep within yourself and understanding your sacred script. So you can relate to you and have a relationship with you and know what you like, what you need to be doing, what's next for you. Hmm. It is the sixth sense. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, trust me. Y'all don't even want to know. When spirit messing with you, sometimes it feels like you just really want some. Hmm. Hey, Frankie Beverly Mays is listen. I'm in my life. The time of the day, but what happens when the sun? Hey, that's the golden time of day. See that kind of smooth shit right there? That's a spiritual. That man is a muse. He's a muse. His voice is smooth. He's a muse. Hey, what's up, family? You made it back in for tonight. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. You have to know yourself. At the end of the day, all of this conversation is saying that you got to know yourself, because the more that you know yourself, the more you will accept yourself. The more you accept yourself, the less you will accept from other people when it's less than what you expect and accept of yourself. Think on that for a second. That's why I said you can't go, oh, they're doing it to me. They're doing it to me. Well, why you allow it? Remember I said, when you're on a physical plane, you just accepted everything. The vital plane says, no, I don't like that feeling. I want this. Then you start putting your feelings behind it. And then you start picking and choosing. No, 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 no. You get up here, you're like, okay, I can create, manifest some stuff. And now I'm in the spiritual realm and I'm co-creating. And I'm dealing with divinity on a regular basis, going up to the divinity realm. But if we don't accept that, you're gonna always feel like you bound, you tight, you doing what people want to do. We still reacting to stuff. Like just taking whatever they give me. Whatever they give me. Oh, I just any old piece of a man, any old piece. Well, at least she can walk. At least her legs work. I've heard people say things like that. She got a good personality. That's the golden time of day. Mm. In your mind, you will find. You're going to find out that you're a bright, shining star. And that's the golden time of the day. You see what I'm saying? He said, in your mind, you will find that you are a bright and shining star. And that's the golden sign, the golden time of the day. Some of us do not understand that. And that's what I want you to walk away with tonight. If nothing else, walk away with this tonight and tell someone else exactly what I just shared with you. And what Frankie Beverly's and May's lyrics say, shining, shining, whoa, whoa, shining, shining, whoa. That's it. Can't you see me shining? That's what he said. He said, can't you see me shining? Why y'all want to hide? Why are you hiding? Why are you hiding? Come on and let your star shine. Reveal yourself. Allow yourself to date the person that you look in the mirror with every day. Look at every part of your face. As I get older, I had to spend some time and say, damn, you look good. You look good. Now, right now, I got some stuff going on because I've been I went and stayed in a hotel, didn't take my pillowcase. But don't worry, I got my stuff here. I got my stuff. It'll be back. Hey, hey, shining. He said, can't you see I'm shining? Welcome to the room. Right? Let your star shine. Let yourself be wholly who you are. Hey, y'all know that one, but I ain't gonna do that. They play that song too much, but it's always because it's a jam. Before I let go, before I let you go, just one more thing I want you to know. I want you to know that if you don't build a relationship with yourself, someone else will build a relationship of you for them. And that's why we be unhappy, right? Because you make me happy. Hey, that's how you got to say it to yourself. You make me happy. This you can tell. You stood right beside me. You got to know that's you. How you going to sing that to somebody else? How could you say those words that you make me happy, you make me whole, but you can't look in the mirror and say that to yourself? You can't value the scars, the cracks, the tears that have happened in your life. All right. Look at our good times. Hey, wise Cindy. Anybody have any other comments or questions? Welcome to the room. Let me know you're here, that you actually stand. Give me a star, a light. What is it called? A heart. Hearts are in here. Yeah. So that's what this whole conversation is about. Let's connect. If you follow me, I'll follow you back. I'll send you the link. Or better yet, to go even faster, you can just text connect to this number. And then when they ask you what you want, you say, I want to know more about your programs, your subscription program. I want to know about your readings. I want to know more about your books. I want to know about your retreats. I want to know more about you, right? Whatever it is, you do that so we can connect. I hear it. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here. I thank you for being here with me tonight. I probably could go all night. Before I let you go. Come on. Y'all made me get up and start dancing. I would never, 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 never before I let go. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. We're just in here having a good time, having a conversation, winding down tonight's conversation about having a relationship with yourself and trusting and believing who you are, your gifts, your talents, your awareness for you. Before you try to give to somebody else, let's master the relationship with ourselves. Let's trust that what we have, who we are, and what we got going on is exactly what should be going on. No. Wrong. If y'all enjoyed yourself tonight, do me a favor. What gift did they give me tonight? I always forget about the damn gifts. The fire. It's for 3 hours and 50 next 3 hours and 59 minutes. When you do a live, we need to get as many fires as we can. I'm not sure what they cost. Maybe I don't even know what they cost. How much do they cost? I can't even see because I don't have the. So go ahead and take a moment. Hey Dana, thanks for joining. Glad to see you back in the room. Oh. So that's what we're doing tonight. Remember to text over there and let me know that you what you want to connect, that you want to see us, that you want to be here, that we want to see what's going on. Don't worry about if you can't give a gift. That's not my issue. I'm not here for the gifts. I'm here to share, to raise the frequency, the vibration, to have a conscious, honest talk with you from a divinely inspired voice of ascension. Ascension means you're going to rise up. You're rising up. If you're ascending order, you're going up. You're going up. Descending means you're going down. We're going up. We're going up. What is an alchemist? I'm an alchemist. I take all the elements that are necessary in order to create a tonic that's going to give you and help you ascend and hold your position and create an exponential existence. I told y'all earlier when I was talking to the sister, I told her, I said, she brought up her numbers and I said, listen, yes, you get numbers, right? You get numbers all the time. You get design. Sacred geometry is real. But what a lot of people don't think about, they want to separate it and put it into categories. When it should be all one. It should be like a smorgasbord or a buffet. People still say smorgasbords. Can you tell where I'm from? Hey, gonna let you go. Listen, it's the band that make the song. That didn't. Yeah. So anyway, so that's the thing. Like me, I love music. I love music. Is a different level for me. It does something to me. I can just put on drum music and I'll be just as happy. Right? That's what the whole point. That's what the whole point is. I can put on just drum music. I can put on Zen music and it does something to me. It does something for me because that's what I like. So if I be around a person who doesn't like music and only wants silence, it becomes a challenge. It becomes a challenge because I got to let them know, hey, I like music. I like to dance. I like to sing. So if I like to dance and sing, why would I shapeshift to somebody who don't dance and sing? Does that even make sense? This is why you have to know who you are as an individual and have a relationship with yourself and be willing to take yourself dancing, to be willing to pour yourself your own tequila, your own rum, your own glass of wine, or whatever it is, your water, your spritzer, and be okay with that. I was a late person when it came to drinking. I was somebody who took my first glass of wine at a very late stage in my life because I was living my best life. And I never just had the time for it because I was busy doing what I wanted to do and learning and exploring and traveling because I knew who I was. So it didn't bother me that my friends were drinking and smoking weed and carrying on. It didn't bother me. Ooh, mint condition. That's a good band too. I used to want to be my wedding band singers. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? They're getting old too. Let's see. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Yes, that's what it's about. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. You laughing at me singing, right? And having a good time, baby. That's what it's about. Have a good time. Her Queendom. All right now, Her Queendom. Welcome to the room. I like that name. Tell me more about the Her Queendom. How'd you come up with that? All right now. Come on in, feminine one. Come on. Make sure you just keep that queendom. Very things that brought me in are things that are pushing me away. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna get out of here. It's gotten quiet. The energy is going down, and when the spirit goes down, you begin to settle yourself in and allow yourself to relax. Okay. So thank you for being here again. I'm the Chat Diva. If you want to find out more about me, you can follow me. You can like and follow me or share and follow me, however it goes here on this platform. If you want to send some hearts before we go, that's beautiful for me too. Tell a friend, bring a friend next time. I'm on every day. I usually do one night show on Tuesday, and then I do the rest all during the daytime. K-Town. Okay. And then I do that. But again, these are conscious, honest talks. If you want to know more about what I do, again, there's a number for you to connect with me and text that number. It's not a phone number, it's just a text number. So if you text that number, it's also a WhatsApp number. For those of you that are out of the country, it's a WhatsApp number as well. You can text me via WhatsApp, and I will work as well because I connected it to WhatsApp. That's all I want to say. I'm the Chat Diva. Thank you for chatting with me tonight. Tell a friend, bring a friend. I'll see you back here next time. Look, I'm gonna enjoy my music for the rest of the night. I'll see y'all next time.